So, today I want to talk about the things I wish somebody would have told me, you know, when I was switching over to Linux. So, switching over to Linux, I kind of went I kind of just dove into Linux without even having anybody like around me to like guide me or anything, and I kind of just had to use Google, use ChatGPT, and use like Reddit and videos on YouTube and stuff like that to be able to find certain things in Linux or within Linux to kind of like help me along the way. And so today I want to share a few applications that I've found and a few maybe little tricks here and there. I'll see if I throw that one in there. But I know for sure I want to talk about a few applications that have really helped me and really improved my journey within Linux, really has made it more enjoyable. And before we get started, if you guys enjoy this type of content, don't forget to leave a like down below and to leave a comment. Let me know what other applications helped you along the way. So with that being said, let's get started. So the first application that I want to talk about is this one down here. It's called Faugus Launcher. I believe that's how you say it, but it's called Faugus Launcher. And essentially what Faugus Launcher is, it's very similar to bottles. It's very similar to bottles where you get this square. You won't have none of these just yet. And so you just click on the plus sign here and you can download, it has some pre-selected applications and games here. As you can see, you can download a Linux game, you can download the battle.net launcher, which back when I first started, I was playing a lot of World of Warcraft. Kind of stopped playing World of Warcraft, but then slowly got pulled back into playing World of Warcraft. So battle.net is something that was being able to like download launchers that are not officially supported by Linux. Doing it through Faugus has been super easy. You can download the EA app, Epic Games launcher, Ubisoft launcher, and the Rockstar launchers. You can see right here, I already have the battle.net launcher, Epic Games launcher, and the Rockstar launcher. And so with this one, it just makes it super easy to really get those launchers. And then you can go into the settings here, and what I really like about it is that it uses Proton. Looks like it uses GE Proton to kind of launch everything. I'm not entirely too sure exactly how what the details are in behind the scenes, but I can see that it does use Proton and GE Proton, Glorious Egg Roll. That's a whole nother topic, but yeah, Faugus Launcher has been super amazing. It's like the best thing ever. I recently showed a friend who she bought a Steam Deck. She ended up buying a Steam Deck, and she was trying to look at how to download the Rockstar Launcher, and I was like, can you screen share and show me how you're gonna do this? And so I'm kind of looking at it. She's coming from Windows, by the way. And then she kind of goes onto Google and is like, okay, well, Rockstar Launcher. And I was like, okay, well, you're not gonna find it like that. I recommend you downloading Faugus and then going about that. So Faugus, here's another thing. You can download Faugus if through Flatpak, right? So if you wanted to do the Flatpak version of Faugus, you can go in here, search it up on FlatHub or whatever. I'm just using the GNOME software app, and you can type in Faugus and you will find it. It'll come up if you enable third-party repositories, and you will find it here. I do not have the Flatpak version of Faugus installed, but here I'm going to share something here with you guys. If you go to Google and you just type in Faugus, you're going to get the GitHub of Faugus. Here, let me go ahead and pull that up here. And by the way, I'm gonna be having some gameplay in the background, but for right now, if you guys want to take a quick look, I am showing the GitHub for Faugus Launcher. And so Faugus Launcher, you can install it in many different ways. This the author for this thing has been amazing. I'm not too familiar with GitHub, so I can't see where the author is. Pretty sure it's somewhere here. Not too sure. Yeah, well, I can't find it right now, but basically it has some installations here for Arch-based distributions, Fedora/Nobara, Bazzite, Debian-based distributions, or you can just download the Flatpak. So he kind of made the installation easy for literally everybody. So that's great. That's great. The next application that I want to share with you guys is Piper, and it looks like a little cheese on a mousetrap. And what's amazing about Piper is that because I'm an MMO player, I need to be able to keybind my buttons on my mouse, and so I'm using a Logitech G502. It doesn't have a lot of buttons, but it does have a fair amount. And essentially you can create profiles here, right? Profile 0, profile 1, you can add profiles. For me, profile, and you can change the DPI on this. And so you can change, all the buttons. I know for a fact that Piper supports all of Logitech mouses, or most of the Logitech mouses. I think some Razer, or maybe I think there was something that I read that maybe I think it supports most mouses, except Razer. Maybe I'm not entirely sure, but because I use a G502, just downloading Piper for me helped, and it lets me macro all my keys. You can also change your LEDs, and you can go into advanced settings. I don't mess around with this. Don't really mess around with this either. It was mostly I wanted to, bind my mouse buttons to something on my keyboard, and changing the DPI as well. And I also like that you can have multiple profiles. So having the multiple profiles really helped me. It was something that I was struggling with in the beginning when I switched to Linux. I was like, yo, I need something to switch up the keys, or bind my keys on my mouse to something else. I ended up finding a YouTuber who kind of quickly breezed over it and said, oh yeah, Piper is what I use to, and he kind of just moved on, and I was like, Piper, okay, I gotta go find that. Found it. You can download Piper again through the Flatpak, or you can do a native install of Piper. I have the native, of course. So Piper was another one of those applications that really made it very easy for me to transition. So we had Faugus, and now we have Piper. Another application that I want to share with you guys is called the Bolt Launcher. So for Bolt Launcher is specifically to play RuneScape and old school RuneScape. So RuneScape, old school RuneScape, they use their own launcher now, or you can launch it through Steam, called the jagex launcher. And of course, they don't have a Linux. They don't have a Linux version of the launcher. So what the community has made is a open source third-party launcher for RuneScape and old school RuneScape. So if we go to the old school RuneScape section here, you can log into like your jagex account, and it supports multiple jagex accounts, by the way. And then you can choose your client, official, Runelite, HDOS, and then you can choose your characters here as well. Let's say, for instance, I want to log into RuneScape. We go into I like to use HDOS, and then we go log into my Iron Man, and then boom, it just launches the HDOS, launcher, and we're good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and close that right there. But those three apps, Faugus, Hyper, and Bolt Launcher, has really helped me out tremendously to play the games that I like to play, and that's mainly MMOs. Of course, Steam is like literally also your best friend. They made Proton, and because of that, we're all here pretty much. Because I feel like if Steam did not make Proton, which basically enables most of our, or if not majority of our games to be played, if it wasn't for Steam and Steam being our best friend, then I don't know if I would be here. I would probably still be on Windows. But of course, Steam is your best friend. You can also download like .exe files from the internet and then have them installed and run them through Steam to use Proton as well, if you did not want to use Faugus. That was one way that I was doing things in the beginning, but then I found it a little bit complicated. But just doing it through Faugus, like getting, launchers through Faugus, I feel like it's been very, very easy. So of course, all my Steam library, I have a large library. I have over 200 games, 226 games here. All of them are playable through Steam, thanks to Proton. So Steam has been great. Steam has been amazing. They're awesome. Valve has been great. They're like your best friend. Oh, I forgot another thing. So now that we're on Steam, if you guys ever have issues where, I don't know, maybe your game is running strange or something, or maybe your online doesn't work, I don't know what it could be. Basically, if you right click, here's just a little tip here. If you right click here, you go into properties, go into compatibility. For this game, I haven't really messed with it because I've not found a need to. But if you force a compatibility tool, you can use Proton GE latest, you can use Proton experimental. Basically, you can use a different versions of Proton to kind of force it into using a specific compatibility tool to be able to run your games. And sometimes switching it around or keeping it on experimental, I've noticed that most of the time just keeping it on experimental will most of the time fix it. It will most of the time fix it. About 90 to 95% of the time, moving things or kind of moving that setting into experimental, like Proton experimental, will fix it. So that's it for now. Those are the kind of like the applications that I've been using that have really helped me out in my Linux journey. I hope that these applications that I showed you helps you guys out as well. If you like the video, Don't forget to smash the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.